Good morning, YouTube. Paul here from Detector Now. Going to go through 2019 year in review, look back at what I've been finding. Started out first year, never tried detecting before. I think I tried it a little bit as a kid, but never seriously. So then, a year ago, turned 50, wanted something to do as a hobby. Went out and bought a second-hand Garrett AT Pro, used it for most of the first year. Excellent detector, found lots of good stuff, lots of coins, as you can imagine. Had the dream that I would find gold and silver and lots of jewellery. Reality is it's mostly coins. Found some silver, some jewellery. Then in recent months switched over to the Nokta Makro Simplex. Awesome detector, found even more interesting stuff. So far found my oldest coin to date, a coin dating back to 1642. But let me go and get my box and go through it, show you what I've been finding. And then we can maybe talk about what we're going to do next year. Thanks. Bye bye. So here it is, a box of goodies for this year. First year ever. Some interesting stuff in here. Mostly, first thing to talk about is you find a lot of euro coins here in the Netherlands. Obviously, 2 euros, 1 euros. I had a lot more 2 euro coins. This was more than full, but we've been giving them out to the pizza guy as a tip when he comes over. So doesn't really need to go through the euro coins because it's all pretty standard stuff here in the Netherlands, all the kind of stuff you find. But let me get into some older stuff. So good old ring pulls, by the way, as you can imagine. Interestingly, you find things that I like which are old, which are these kind of things, which is musket balls. Found a few of these, and as you can see, I think this one's got a flat spot. So although I nicked it with my spade, flat spot tells me it hit something. Wouldn't fancy getting hit by that. Whatever that hit can't be very good in a very good condition now. Next to musket balls, I think of these musket bullets. I believe these came in after musket balls. Bit like a Civil War bullet you see in the US, but there's no hollow back, and I believe it's a musket bullet. Again, very flat on the end, so hit something. I think that's it for musket balls. I think there's a very small one, so all different sizes. I like finding these because you know there's some age to these things. And for me, detecting is all about finding old stuff. I'm not too concerned about, it'd be nice to find gold and valuable stuff, but I love finding old stuff. Also, we got pretty standard stuff like shotgun cartridges. This is interesting. I found this in a site which has some kind of crest on it, and it's a bell. I believe it's maybe a goat bell or some kind of belonged to a donkey or a goat or something, or was on a donkey or a goat. Pretty beat up. Been in the ground a long time. Couldn't get much off it. Probably do a better cleanup, might get something more off it. What else have we got? So I love finding these. Some people hate these things, but I love finding these shells. These are from the Second World War. Some of them are they've all got a date on them. This one's dated 1936, so you know it was in the war. And then we've got some other cartridges here. These were all found in a forest that was occupied by the Germans in the Second World War, so you know that's why they got there. They're all dated during the war period. There's quite a few down there. Again, a few more bullet heads. Quite a few in here, all dated from the war period. A couple of ones in pretty bad condition, chewed up, but we're obviously been in the ground a while, and again, I just like finding them. They're interesting because they're from the war. Basically, that's why I like them. This thing, I thought it was a shell, but it's not. I'm not sure what it is. Can't find any markings on it. Again, needs a bit of a cleanup. Then we move on to coins. Euro coins are mentioned. You find a lot of the old 5 cents. Again, they're pretty crusty, so I can't really clean them up very well. Go through them, but I'll get a tumbler one day and do it. But then let's get into the other interesting coins. Let me dig them out and I'll come straight back. So moving on to coins. you find a hell of a lot of the old pre-euro 1 cent coins. These all date 1940 way up to the mid 60s. Most of what you find are Queen Juliana coins, and then I think pre-1950 you find these ones, which is Wilhelmina. I think these are dated 48. I think you can if you can see that very well, but this is Wilhelmina. These are dated, I think, yeah, 1948. Yeah, so I found a few of those in good condition. They're in better condition. These are older than the other ones, but these are in better condition. These two, depends on the ground. Some of them are pretty toasty. These all vary in condition, but again, they're all dated 1950 upwards in the 60s. So depending on where they come from, I think some of them come from really grassy farmland, so you get a lot of the bad condition. Some of them have come from sandy ground, but they're nice to find. Then you've got the Dutch guilders. I only ever found that one, never find many. And then you've got, again, pre-euro 5 cent coins. I think they can date from the 60s, 70s, 80s. Yeah, again, some of them pretty toasty. I don't know, you can't even see what's on some of them. Some of them are in pretty good nick, 80s. Then you've got the, again, pre-euro 10 cents, 25 cents. Just missed out on this one. I think it's 1950, 25 cents, and got really excited when I found it. Thought it was silver, but it's nickel. Just before, oh sorry, the silver came out just before that. The rest are dated, I think, 70s, 80s. So again, nothing special, but still nice to find these old little 10 cent coins. You see how small these things are. I mean, that's so tiny, you know. It's even smaller than the 1 cent. But nice to find. Very hard to pick out with a detector. Garrett AT Pro struggles. The Nokta Makro Simplex finds these old 10 cents, as the Dutch call them, dulces. No problem at all. What else is there on coins? Yeah, so then get on to more interesting stuff. Not a coin, but a pendant. It actually says the wording of liberty near the top. Some of you, American friends, maybe you can tell me. I believe it's something that matches a mercury dime or something, or a mercury coin, I don't know. You can see where it was attached as a hanger here. But it's very light. It's almost like it's made of aluminium or pewter. It's not gold, although it's yellow in colour. It's very lightweight. But what looks like a maple leaf. I can't get any writing off this, but it was on farmland. Could be back to the dated in the war. Could have been dropped by a soldier. I don't know. Anyone who's got any ideas, please give me some information. It was one of the first things I found, so I'd really like to know what it is. There's an old centime, French centime, dating to early 1900s. Very toasty. Hard to find. Then you've got one of the first old coins I found. You can just about make out it's a Willem cent. Very toasted, no date on it at all, but I believe it's 1800 something. This thing I found, it's a very thin coin, very difficult to identify what it is. It's just so toasty, I can't find anything off it. Then we get into really interesting stuff that I like. Again, common to find them here, but I only ever found this one. I believe this is a lion cent, or Dutch call lion cent. This one's dated 1859. You just about make the date out on the bottom there. It's hard to focus with this. On the other side, you'll see it says 1 cent, 1850 something. Then I've got this one I found in a farmland. It's a Dutch provincial coin, dated 1700 something. Very thin, as you can see, extremely thin. Not much on this backside. I believe it's some kind of shield, but it's hard to see, but you can definitely see some writing there when I flip it around. And then I've googled this one, and some of the people on Dutch forums have told me what it is. It's a provincial coin from, I believe, Geld, something to do with Gelderland, I don't know. I need to check. And then the best coin I've found so far, again, a common coin to find apparently in France. Not maybe, some Dutch people have told me they found it here. This is a double tournoir, dated 1642. Found this with the Simplex. Most of the stuff I found with the AT Pro. You can see on this side, if I flip it over, you can see the motifs there. But yeah, awesome coin to find. I was ecstatic to find this. 370 years old, you know, dropped here when the Netherlands was under French occupation, I think in the 1670s and upwards. So that's coins. Let me move on to some of the bling. So some of the silver stuff, and not silver, just jewellery that I found. This thing is, I mean, just the detector screamed when I found it. It was with the AT Pro. Looks like a silver ring, has no markings inside it. It's got a dragon motif on the side. Let me just have a quick look. Yeah, there's a dragon running around there. No signal, no stamp inside. Could be tungsten or something. Doesn't stick to a magnet. Rings like silver on the VDI. This is just a fake ring found. This is actually a fake, gold-plated bracelet. Again, thought it was gold when I saw it sticking out the ground, but anyway, never mind. This is a magnetic bracelet, no silver markings, looks nice, but there's just nothing on it. Again, probably see the magnet there that clips it together. Probably just silver-plated or something. Again, another silver-plated bracelet. I think somebody made a homemade earring or something. This was again something I found recently. No value to it, nothing interesting, but still nice to find. And then we move on to some other stuff. This ring, yin and yang, came out the ground, saw it was gold plated straight away. So again, just probably dropped by a tourist or something, but it's still nice to find. Lots of age to it. And then we move on to these. These are silver. Again, the kids' rings, children's rings. Very, very small, but they're silver stamped. There's that one and that one. And then this one I found very recently. Must have some age to it, but you see the stones falling out. I've got to try and glue it back in. It says Israel inside it, and it's got a silver stamp. Quite an interesting design. So yeah, I like it. I'm happy with that. No gold. Still managed to find silver, so not bad in the first year of being a detectorist. Quite happy with that. Let me move on to just basic artifacts. This is weird, right? Literally first day out detecting, found this off a keyring, the Burj Khalifa. The reason why it's interesting is my stepson lives in Abu Dhabi, and constantly he's in Dubai, so we've not long visited. And we were right underneath the Burj Khalifa, so I go out on the first day detecting, and here in the Netherlands I find a key ring of the Burj Khalifa. Weird. This I found the other day. I think it's just some old kind of motorbike or bicycle sign. No idea how old that is. Little spoon I found. No markings on it apart from, I think it says something here on the back. Not sure what that says, but I thought it was silver when it came out, but I don't think it's silver. Another one, this one's Tower, goes with the Burj Khalifa. What looks like a piece of a number plate, 1973. Don't know what it came off. Could have been a motorcycle, could have been a car. The only other relic left is something in the an axe head that I found. I'll go and grab that and I'll show you that. So some other interesting stuff. This is a pretty big shell. I went to search a forest here near my house. Has a bunker inside. It was occupied by the Germans. It was a German bunker inside there, and lots of signs around to say munitions have been found here, so be careful, call the police if you find anything. It's hunted out. I went there with a Simplex and I found two objects. One was this big shell. The other thing is what we believe is a German soldier axe head. Pretty interesting stuff. I like the fact that they're from the war, and that's why I find them interesting. This shell is pretty hefty. It's in this condition obviously because it's either been fired or exploded. There was an explosion at this bunker during the war. I don't know who blew it up, maybe the Allies or the Germans blew it up, but they blew up everything that was stored there. So my friend, who I'm going to give a big shout out to now, Martijn Times, go check out his channel, Martijn, Martijn, then Times, Tijms, Martijn Times. He has a YouTube channel, has lots of videos with his AT Pro, has also recently moved over to the Nokta Makro Simplex, but go and check his channel out and watch all of his videos. I learned a lot from Martijn when I started out detecting, and he's really helped me out. And interestingly, I started watching his videos. He taught me a lot about detecting, and then I saw him one day on the beach and he's like, hey, you detecting? And I was like, oh my god, you're Martijn. So you know, it was one of those, you met someone you spotted on YouTube, and we've been friends ever since, and we go out detecting. Taking a look at this this axe head, if you look it up on Google, you'll see German soldier axe head. We're pretty convinced this is lost by a German soldier. Probably threw it away when it broke off. I don't know. I need to clean it up. I'm pretty sure somewhere there is a number here. I'm pretty sure somewhere there will be an eagle for the German eagle. I don't know. I can't find anything else so far, but I'll get it cleaned up. You can see it's been in the ground quite a while, but it's cool. I like the fact that it's probably something lost or dropped or thrown away by German soldier, and that's basically those. And the other things I found were some buttons. Nothing special, but it's nice to find buttons. I don't know, the most interesting one I think is this one, but it's in two pieces. Need to clean up. Again, found in a forest that was occupied by the Germans. So, but I just can't make out this logo on the button. Maybe someone else knows what it is. The other buttons I'm not interested in, but still, it's nice to find some buttons. So that's it. That was my first year detecting. I really enjoyed it, and did me a lot of good health-wise. Lost a lot of weight, and looking forward to 2020. So thanks for looking at my finds. Again, like I say, nothing that interesting in terms of really special. For me, it's interesting because I found a couple of really old coins, and for me, finding old stuff is what I really enjoy because I love history. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.